afternoon, everybody. I am Ashley Furr with the Pristine Connections podcast. We are here with Roberto Gonzalez today with WashBroz. We're super excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So tell us just a quick, overview of your companies. I know you are obviously WashBroz is your main one, but we just talked about Christmas lights, so I want to definitely double dip on both. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So our company, my brother and I started this company back in 2020. We're an exterior cleaning company. We actually needed some money for college, and we started pressure washing trash cans, those stinky blue and green ones that you see outside. Yeah, it was, we'll say it was fun, it was exciting, but we saw a lot of crap and a lot of stuff that is gross, but it was worth it. I mean, we were blessed to start a company, and now that same year, we decided to make it an LLC. After 4 months, a post that my mom made, went viral. So the news contacted us. So we're on NBC and we're on Telemundo.
What?
Yes, super exciting, yes. And then after that, people started asking us, hey, could you clean my windows too? Pressure wash, my driveway, my patio. We're like, sure.
Yeah.
So we bought more equipment and we started. That same year, we told our dad to quit his job and come join us. So he did. So now we're a family business, and we're looking to keep growing. And since during our off season, it's that Christmas time with the winter, people don't really want to get their stuff cleaned.
Sure.
We do Christmas lights. So to offset that season, we put up Christmas lights, and it's been awesome. It's been a great journey.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how long have you had WashBroz then?
We started it in 2020.
2020. That's
yes.
right. Okay. So it's been 4 years
4
now.
years. Mm-hmm.
That's great. So how's business been, over the course of the years? Obviously it's growing. So
Yes.
what's that been like?
So business, it's been incredible. It's been a journey, of course, a lot of suffering and pain that you have to go through, but those pain growths definitely pay off because I think the most important part that business brings you and entrepreneurship is the person that you become. Mm-hmm. So out of all this, struggles and, there's been times where the bills keep coming and you have no idea what you're doing because I was 19, my brother was 18, and it was our first time on business, but we're blessed to be around people that helped us kind of mentor us and give us that guidance to set those foundations.
Absolutely.
And we made it through. God provided with a lot of faith and hard work. We've been able to go through the struggles, but business has been amazing. We've been doubling every year, and we're looking to keep growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And y'all pivoted quickly during the off season because sometimes, a lot of entrepreneurs, especially just starting out, like they're trying to figure out what to do in the off season just to get them by until the new one comes. And a lot of that's just marketing related and stuff. But y'all were just like, we're just going to start a separate business and tack on with everything we do, which is great. Really great.
Yes.
Let's talk about kind of the industry itself with WashBroz. So how have industry standards changed since you guys started in 2020?
Well, since we only started with trash cans. So we really didn't know what we were doing at first, so we had to do a ton of research. And as we started expanding to more services, industry, of course, with the inflation, prices has changed a little bit. People seem to be okay with our pricing. We're very competitive compared to our other competitors, which in this industry, this is a $2 billion industry, so there's a lot of stuff to clean. So we don't really, the standards are pretty basic. Everybody, when it comes to pressure washing, knows what to do, the right chemicals to use, and the community is pretty close. There's Facebook groups with a bunch of pressure washers that, you ask each other, okay, what would you do for this? So it's kind of, there's not really that competition with the industry, but we all kind of help each other out with, okay, where's the market at, where we should be, and the standards that we should hold, and how we can clean stuff and make it better.
Yeah. I like that. So obviously there's training that has to go into it because pressure washing can actually be very dangerous.
Yes,
especially if done wrong. So let's talk a little bit about that. How long does it take for you to train your employees? And what's that like? Yeah,
good question. So we have 3 guys on board now, three technicians, and we do a couple of different services. So for pressure washing, we try to be really careful with, how to handle the gun mainly because it can be dangerous. There's been accidents. I cut myself right here a long time ago, but
oh my gosh.
It's just part of it. And but we typically, our training period, it's about 3 weeks. That's kind of when our employees start getting it more and start getting used to it. But the big part where we focus more on the training is when we're doing fences. So we pressure wash and stain fences too. Okay. Those take a little bit more care since you have to be at the right distance, at the right pressure. to not damage the wood. And then when it comes to staining, it takes a lot of skill to, not get overspray on walls, making sure everything's covered, and just training employees to understand that, if you spray stain on grass, it can kill it. Plants, people really care about their plants. And it makes the house look beautiful. So we have to really be careful with chemicals that we use to cover everything up, and just those little things that, people focus on, because the job might look amazing, but it's that one thing, the little detail that, okay, we missed when we're pressure washing, we missed a line on the border of the driveway. Those little things that we had to learn over time that we try to prevent. Or, there was a missing little part that we missed a stain on. Those things is what we really try to hammer into our guys, where they need to focus on the little details, because those little details are the separators between a good company and a great company.
Absolutely. So obviously attention to detail. Let's talk about unpopular opinions then, because sometimes, there's so many jobs that you can do, and everybody always has an opinion about something, like, why should I hire you to wash my trash cans? I can do it myself. Well, there's obviously plenty of reasons we should hire you. So let's talk about an unpopular opinion that you personally have about your industry.
Okay. Well, the classic is, well, I have my own pressure washer.
Right.
Well, I can just do it myself. The reality is, when you do have your own pressure washer, a lot of the mistakes that we see when homeowners try to tackle it, or the DIYers, not hating on them, because it's a satisfying thing to do, to clean. But a lot of the times it just doesn't get done well. Where you can damage the concrete, you leave those marks on the concrete that, they can be prevented with the right equipment. When you have a big surface cleaner, the right amount of pressure on it, the right chemicals that can help you not having to put that pressure onto the concrete and etching it, that's what it's called, it helps out a ton. And a lot of people do try to do it themselves, but I think it takes a lot of time and effort, and it's just about valuing what you want to do. If you want to spend time with your family, if you want to do this, because most people after work, it's family time, in my opinion, and they tend to go do their DIY projects, which I get it, but
or they might strip the paint on the house, and you just don't want that.
or damage the wood with the pressure, and because we see a lot of people leave kind of these marks when you're not doing it evenly, when you're not doing it at the right distance, you can damage the wood. So.
I bet, that's a good perspective. I wouldn't think about that. My husband's pressure washed before, but it was just really to get bugs down at that point, because we couldn't really use the hose. But I get that's a good point. Like, people just don't really think about how much it truly can damage your property and then cause more problems in the long run. So
agreed.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you started your business in 2020.
Yes.
So during the pandemic, what's some of the biggest risks that you've taken in business?
That's a good question.
I wouldn't say that's a risk, because that's a good problem to have, but.
Yes. So biggest risk, taking on big commercial projects at the beginning. It's a risky situation where, if it can go wrong, it can cost a lot of money, because there's a lot of overhead that comes with it.
Sure.
But without, taking risk and driving through that smoke, you're never gonna get to your goal, or where you want the company to be, or anything. So those big commercial jobs that we took on were very successful and have helped us market and understand and have the confidence now that we can take on really anything. I'll also taking risk. It's when you're hiring people and giving them the responsibility and the freedom to handle what you care so much about, which is that quality of service, that, having them represent your core value. You take a little risk on sending people out to job sites, but that's the only way to grow. And it's been pretty awesome developing our employees, and they're becoming more leaders into the company. So, you always just take risks there. And, taking on Christmas lights or starting another business is a risk itself, because if you don't do it right, you can really mess up, and, you don't deliver on what you say you're going to deliver. So really taking that first step into every little venture that we've done, where when it comes to, stepping into window cleaning, stepping into pressure washing, to fence staining, you always take a risk where, sometimes, you're not going to do it at perfection, but you learn and you keep going.
Absolutely. So, what kinds of traits do you look for when you're hiring your employees?
Yes. So our core values are integrity, which means doing the right thing when nobody's watching. So you can really get a sense of people asking them the right questions during the interview, asking people, times where they worked hard. So we're looking, hard work is another one of our core values. Excellence. If people are going to show up on time, people are going to be there when they say they're going to be there. Yeah. So, it's very basic things that are not very teachable if they that have to come with the person. So if you're going to show up on time, that's amazing. If you're going to willing to work hard to put in those extra hours, incredible. And integrity, it's big. In our company, we pride ourselves on if we made a mistake, it's on us, we own it. So having people have that ownership mindset of their mistakes and taking accountability and just trying to build better men and women in our company.
Absolutely. So how are you hiring your employees? Is it by, referrals, networking?
Yes.
Are you on job platforms?
So all of our employees have been from networking, from, awesome. People that we know, that they know the person. So that builds that security that they're going to be great because you have that relationship. People, another guy came from his friend. So having our employees bring more people that are like them. Yeah. It's a big part of our recruiting. We've never put ads out there, but we get a bunch of requests. People want to work with us because they see our social media, they see the way we run our company, and they want to be part of it. Yeah. But it's been mainly referrals.
That's great. That's really great. You said you have seasons, so typically when's like the start of your season to the end of your season for pressure washing and stuff? So we do stay busy year round, but those seasons do start in the spring. People are familiar with spring cleaning, so they want to get everything cleaned up for the summer. Our summer season, it's hot until the months are probably March until October is when we're very busy, and then we transition into Christmas lights. That's from October to November to January when we start taking them down. Yeah, that's the model that we're running. That's great. Yeah, I love that. That's a really great model. Let's talk about partnerships because, you pivoted into a completely different business, but I'm sure you have a large network of Synergy partners. So what's your perspective on partnerships? How have they been helpful?
Oh, yes. So I'm going to tell you this and to all the viewers. And actually, our business would not be where it's at if it wasn't, of course, for God first and our incredible partnerships. When you have people that want to see you win and you want to see them win just as much, you have this beautiful thing in business where, we're all winning and we're all taking care of each other. So partners have been huge for us when, for example, roofing companies, when it's the fence staining jobs, they subcontract to us and we try to take care of them. So, the customer is going to rave about them because we know that their customers are our customers and we want to give them the same treatment. Realtors with their homes, before the showing, property managers, their word is very important and we value that. So we want to live up to standard and take care of their customers. Yeah. So partnerships have been huge.
Great. You kind of touched on competition too, because it's really not competition. Y'all kind of lean on each other. But how do you deal with some of the competition? Because you're in the prime time right now for needing your services.
Yes. So, we really try not to focus on what our competitor is doing. We try to focus on us. We like to, improve our product, just work on feedback from customers and do the best. So if we're doing the best that we can do and we deliver every time the product that we have to do, we don't have to worry about anything because we know that customer is going to tell another customer and you build this, referral network or, happy client network where people, they want to go with us. And I believe that we're a little different on our social media and the way we do things where people want to work with us. We've had clients tell us, man, I love your social media. That's why I hired you guys. So, we tend to just focus on ourselves, try to grow our business, our brand, and focus on what we have to do. And our competition, we help each other out. There's been times where I'm like, hey, John, I can't get to this job. It's all the way. It's near you. Can you take care of my client? Yes. So he goes. Same with people in the end here. My friend Jeremy. Hey, can you take care of my client real quick? Yeah. And we try to help each other out. Of course, at the end of the day, it's business and we're trying to be the best. So the competition aspect is always there, but it's not. It's more from the abundance mindset where there's business for everyone. So. Not really worried about what other people are doing.
Yeah, you're very headstrong. I love that. So what's your next steps? What's your plan for the next year? Are you planning on hiring more just to kind of scale? I mean, what's your plan?
Yes, so we definitely want to scale. We're working on this plan right now, 3-year plan, where we're gonna do 3 different strategies on growth. Where we're gonna do a conservative one, a most likely, and an aggressive plan of growth. So we do plan on right now. The goal is to get another truck, hire more employees, and we hired a new sales guy that he's coming on board, so he can take care of those leads. He can take care of that truck. So we really do want to work on expanding and growing to hit our revenue goals. And then the big picture is to franchise the business or open up more locations around the DFW area where you know we can handle more business.
For sure. Yeah. Where's your like service areas right now? Are you trying to just stay close, or are you all over the Metroplex?
Yes. So for residential, we try to stay in North Texas. Okay. So, you know, we're based in McKinney, but we go down to Plano, Richardson, Salina, Prosper, Allen, all that kind of North Texas area. Yeah. And for commercial big jobs, we were just down there doing the Stadler. We're cleaning the Stadler Hotel, all their windows, and doing some pressure washing for them. Yes, and downtown. So if the job is worth it, we will drive down to DFW and cover all the Metroplex.
Yeah. How did y'all get the Statler? That's a great add to your portfolio.
Yes. So we, from a partnership.
Love that.
From our Thursday group that we used to be. It's a McKinney Downtown Networking Group. If you're looking for a networking group, you got to go there. But also from him, his name is Ben with Top Notch Cleaning Solutions. Yeah, so shout out to Top Notch. And if you need anything clean on your building, commercial, we'll take care of you.
That's fantastic. Good for you guys. That's great. What's your strategy when it comes to looking for partnerships? You obviously are big on values and your culture with your company. So do you replicate that for your partnerships? Of course.
Yeah, we like to associate with people that share the same values, because at the end of the day, we're not going to be cleaning up mistakes that our partner has done because of their lack of integrity or, you know, their lack of quality of service or, you know, these things that we want to give our clients.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Same.
Are you wanting to start any other businesses in the future? I mean, what's your plan with, you know, maybe the next 5 years?
I mean, you know, I'm always a person that gets really excited about opportunities, but it's also about picking the right opportunities and not get that shiny object syndrome. Because for the same reasons that I'm very ambitious and I like to tackle and go fast and move fast, there's been times where I'm moving too fast, where, you know, it's been detrimental because I want to go, but I've learned to be more patient and to understand, okay, slow down, let's think about it more strategically, and there's no need to rush into decisions. So, you know, if there's a good opportunity where, you know, a good partnership can come in and we can add more value to our customers, absolutely. You know, I'm more than willing to open up another division for WashBroz.
That's great. You obviously leaned on your networking group for Thursday. Are you in any other networking groups?
Yes, of course. I mean, I got to mention Pristine Connections. Come on now. There's a
shout out.
Yes, a huge shout out there. I've been able to partner up with different people, done business with people in the group. And I mean, I can tell that most of those guys and girls have integrity and are willing to, you know, give referrals and, you know, give without wanting anything back. So I think that's the biggest part about networking, is about knowing that you have reliable people that you can just tell your friends about and tell your customers about. Because now I feel very comfortable going to a group and going to a client and if they ask me, hey, do you know anybody for landscaping? Of course, I know my friend Josh. I refer him all the time. He does great business with, you know, Pristine Landscaping. Okay, I know a health insurance guy. I know all these people that I've done business with that I feel comfortable giving out referrals to. So I think, I mean, it's a game changer to network for sure.
Absolutely. So you and your brother obviously started this at 18 and 19. So y'all we're super young, still are super young. But what's a piece of advice you would give to that younger generation about starting your business? Because y'all just jumped right in. Y'all had an idea and went with it. So what's some advice you would give?
Well, I think the hardest part is to take that first step, just like everyone says it. But I think taking that first step and not focusing on, you know, not get overwhelmed with, okay, the 20 steps down the line, just go step by step. You're going to get better. I mean, I think my CPA tells me this, but you get luckier the longer you're in business. So not quitting, because tough times are going to come. And those tough times are there to shape you. That's what God uses them for. And surround yourselves with the right people, because I think mentorship has been a huge part of our success. There's people that told us, okay, don't do this instead. It saves you this huge time frame that you can cut out to 1, maybe a couple months, instead of, going through those mistakes. So mentorship, get with the right people, get informed, and don't be afraid to take that step,
right?
And take the risk.
Yeah. So you said mentor. So do you have a business coach, or where are you getting a lot of your mentorship from?
Yes. So we did hire a business coach for that. They were amazing. They helped us out start that Christmas light business with the right tools, knowing the right how to sell it, all these different things that helped us be successful right from the bat. That's a perfect example why coaches and mentors are key, because they help you be successful from the bat, right off the bat, not after making the mistakes.
Yeah.
But yes.
How are you maintaining, just being a leader and being an entrepreneur? Do you, listen to different podcasts or read books? I mean,
yes.
How do you help yourself?
Yes. I mean, I think self-help and pouring into your own cup is huge, especially if you're going to be a leader or an entrepreneur or in any aspect of life. I think I like to focus on 3 things. I like to focus on my spirit, I like to focus on my mind and my body. So I believe that if you have those 3 things aligned, you can be the best version of you. So when it comes to spirituality, I love reading my Bible every day, praying to God, having those conversations with Him that really help me make the right decisions. I also like to go to the gym, focus on my physical health, and it also it's help for my mind. It helps me go through struggle and go through pain and go through it, fortifying my mind.
Yeah.
And I love reading books. I love self-help books. You get to be in the minds of the most brightest people that have done business, and it's a game changer because you get all these ideas and moments. And I mean, needless to say, podcasts.
Yeah.
Every time I go, I'm very big about maximizing my time and my return and what I'm doing. So every time I'm in the car, I'm listening to people like Ed Milet, people like Alex Hermosi, Bedros Keuilian, all these people that have done it, are where I want to be. So why not listen and apply the things that they're doing into my business? I think that's the blueprint to success. It's already there. So it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about copying what these people are doing. And if you do, you will become successful. Yeah,
absolutely. So you said obviously it's a family business and your mom's now working for you. Is that right?
So my mom, she actually, if you see all our social media, she's the one that posts all our social media. She's the one that gives us all these amazing ideas. I mean, my mom's been a visionary from the beginning, and she's been so incredible. I mean, I love my mom. I love all that she does, and she's been great as well. My dad, he's the one managing all the operations on the field, so he's out there right now making sure everything goes well, everything goes smooth. So being a family business has definitely been a blessing, where it's brought our family together, and we've been able to grow that way.
That's great. I love that. I really love that. I think it's huge. I think family businesses now more than ever are very important. And I feel like a lot of that did stem from the COVID time. You're home, you come up with these ideas, and then you just kind of run with it and see what sticks and how to work through, all the struggles and all the risks that you have to take. So I think that's great. I love that. You retire your parents.
Well, eventually we'll retire my parents. That's one of the goals. We're going to buy them a house. They're going to be set for life one day.
Yeah.
But I mean, my mom was the one that kept nagging us to get out of the house because she was going crazy. I have 3 other brothers, so you can't imagine all locked in the house. Playing soccer inside the house. I mean, we were so bored. There was nothing to do. So
are they younger?
Yes, I'm the oldest. My other brother, the one we started the company with, he's 22. I'm 23. So we're 11 months apart, actually. And then my other brother, he just graduated from high school. He's gonna go to UTD. And the other one, he's gonna be a junior in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're all young.
So do you think they might follow in y'all's footsteps and join the family business, or do their own thing?
So they've been out to the job. They've done jobs before. Yeah. Actually, the one that just graduated came up with the name WashBroz.
Love
so they've been involved, but not really. I think they have their own little separate paths. And the one that's going to college, he's gonna be an engineer, very smart guy, just different kind of mindset. And the youngest one loves music, so he's all into music. I mean, he loves it, so he's gonna go that way.
Yeah, he'll be the next biggest artist.
Something like that. We'll see. Hopefully.
Well, thank you so much for being on. I absolutely loved this. You shared a lot of just really good information, especially for starting a business so young. I absolutely love that. I love hearing just success stories, you know, come from just the start of nothing, you know, like you literally, y'all came up with this idea and here you are. So thank you for joining us. We will obviously be able to find you on social media and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. Well, we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today.
Thank you. Of course. Thank you for having me.